It's sending data.
He's really good in the Goonies.
Yeah. Dino, you good?
Yeah.
Good. Lumen, you good?
I believe so.
All right, great.
You tell me.
Jordan, you good?
Yeah.
Good. Caroline, you good?
I'm good.
Good. Oh, we're live. Hi, everyone. Welcome to D&D tonight. My name is Bradley. We're going to be running the second episode of The World Ahead today. Joining us all are our fabulous cast as of usual. I'm going to go ahead and just go from my own view here. I don't know what you guys see. Starting with Mr. Dino. Dino, who are you playing today?
I am the Tabaxi Rogue, Stone Wind.
Excellent. Miss Jordan, who are you bringing to the table?
Hello. I'm playing everyone's favorite little accidental troublemaker, Gwenora Lighthammer, our dwarf cleric.
Awesome. Caroline, who are you playing today?
Hi, I'm playing Imogen.
Done deal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Short and
Lumen, who are you bringing?
I am playing Mr. Dust, the large furball wizard.
Beautiful. Can anyone give me a recap of what happened last time? Nope, not at all. Excellent.
Yes, there was we made our way into Shady Creek Run, and we immediately got into a fight. Sorry, that was mostly my fault, or Stone's fault, as it were, with some I don't know that they're were-rats. I know, but Stone doesn't know that they're were-rats. Who didn't quite fare well against us. We captured one of them and kept one of them alive, got some answers, and then our friend Kellen Knucklestamp, yes, notes, the gnome, brought us to the they brought us to Around the Bend. Is that what the name of it was?
Yes, that is the name of the bar.
Yeah, Around the Bend Tavern. I took some notes, guys. I'm excited. I usually suck at it. Around the Bend Tavern, where we met Hisate.
Yes,
this is the right-hand elf woman, not right-hand man, of the Trebane family and their leader Darko, who promised us a job. And then we made our way to the Trebane family homestead, where we met Darko, a fine Southern gentleman. Who asked us to find the location of the ruins under the Savilirwood, and then asked that we take a pallet elf named Pi with us to keep us honest, as it were.
Yeah, that's 5 for 5. Go ahead and have 5 gold added into your inventory. Thanks for the flawless recap.
What?
No, I would have done it.
If you knew it was incentivized, then you probably would have.
You were paying us?
You know, for next time. You'll just find it on the ground. Yeah, that's a pretty good summation of events. And we start here in the Trebane homestead, as it were, on the day that you guys you guys ended the evening, I believe, at the Trebane homestead. If so inclined, you could either make your way out now, or you can go back to Around the Bend in order to take a night's rest, and then following that, you can go back to the Trebane home and begin your journey into the Savilirwood.
Dust is going to turn over to Gwenora. Miss Gwenora, are you feeling any heat or any rash from battle from before? I've been feeling. It's been feeling. I don't know if it's. Have you been affected by it?
No.
Kind of looks it up.
But I think I know what you're talking about, and where is it? I know the spell. I know which one it is.
Of course you do. You're a well-practiced cleric. You would absolutely know what the name of it is.
I sure do. And I go to Dust, and I lay my hand on him, and I cast Remove Curse.
Excellent.
I've forgotten my recap to mention that we got bit.
Yeah.
And then I walk over and kind of And smile big. Do you happen to have any more of that?
Yeah, I think I do. And once again, I lay my hand on Imogen and I cast Remove Curse.
Excellent. Okay. The curse of lycanthropy has left through the both of your systems. You are no longer affected by the effects or will go through any of the very, very rough infectious stages. So,
Does anything else get affected with dust?
Currently, no.
Okay.
Yeah. I know what you're referring to. I pulled up some extra notes for this specific stuff, but we'll get into that in a bit. Yes.
We were gonna turn into werewolves, right?
We're rats.
Rat.
We were.
Yeah.
We
So
were gonna
I
be
feel
the
like
rats.
after she does the spell on me, I let out like this weird shrieking sound that kind of came up like a burp.
Okay. That is the way in which the curse manifests itself out of your body. You guys all hear this, and several of the Trebane family household guard look over and they're like, "What the fuck was that?"
Oh, hey, it's all right, gentlemen. It's okay. It's minor indigestion.
You think
we're good.
Minor injury? Good God, see a cleric.
Hello.
Oh, you have one here. The problem solves itself then. Maybe don't be shrieking out there or have your indigestion quietly elsewhere in the privacy of an outhouse.
Right.
It's a good. Go ahead.
No.
Dust will just burp really loud. We stand together in our indigestion.
Right. So should we leave then? Perhaps. I would more like to travel in the wood during the day. Maybe after a night's rest, we can make our way out there.
I'd be inclined for a rest, especially after all that spell casting.
Yes, all that burp casting.
It's a cantrip.
It's.
I feel great, but do what you have to do,
Well, I
I'd like
mean,
to
if you want to
rest.
head out now, we can. What time of is it nighttime right now?
It is roughly approaching nighttime. It's a little bit on the later time. Actually, the sun has by this point set. You can see both of the moons out in the sky as of now.
Okay.
Personally, I'd fare better after a rest.
Sure, especially after those taking those two out of you. Yeah, well, let's go get a place to stay, and then shall we away?
Sure, they have enough space.
You guys are currently
difficult to find one.
in the homestead, kind of on the edge of the Shady Creek Run, and you were taken here blindfolded on the backs of giant lizards. How are you getting back?
Oh, right.
Keen mind.
Hisate.
Okay, you want to go back into the house and find, because at this point,
Oh.
you guys would have exited the home, but you can go back in and look for Hisate if you wish.
I mean, unless we want to find a place to stay on the homestead grounds or just off of it.
Do we know if Shady Creek or the main area is south of us, or what direction it's?
You would not dust because of the way that you.
Oh,
you
that's
got
right.
here.
I was unconscious entirely.
You guys know that you did travel northward, in towards the Savilirwood.
Oh, so this is closer.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we,
I guess.
you know what direction we followed them up. I know you were blindfolded. I was not. But
Do you think if we ask nicely if they'd take us in for the night?
We can give it a shot. I don't know how much they trust us, but I mean, I'll take a shed in the garden rather than sleeping out in the Savilirwood tonight.
I don't know what that means, but I'm for it.
I know. Is that a figure of speech, or are you talking literally?
No, literally. I'd rather sleep in a shed in the garden than sleep in the Savilirwood tonight.
Great.
Oh, I totally misheard that.
Yeah, but I
Oh, not shed.
I
Shed. Shed.
rather take a.
Mr. Stone, whatever you do on your business is yours.
I don't have the same lips as you do. It's harder for me to articulate.
Weird. The garden grows super well. We don't know why. So what are you guys doing?
Is
Dust
the sorry? Go ahead, Dust.
Dust will look down at Pi. Pi is. Do you believe they might let us stay here? I mean, you're following us.
The pallid elf who has kind of a bandana wrapped around a lot of the hair that's kind of growing in the back. Their big pointed ears and large dark eyes kind of look over you like it's irregular for them to have the help stay on the grounds, especially those who aren't family members. But if I can speak candidly here, Darko's been obsessed over finding those ruins. And if he thinks you're the best shot at finding them, if you leverage a good night's sleep, a place a little closer to the ruins, into the conversation, I wouldn't guarantee it, but I'd say that's probably your best bet. If we're just talking.
You seem to be...
Go ahead.
But you seem pretty close to the man. Perhaps you can help us put in a good word and convince him that this would be the best for us.
I don't want to deceive you. The appearance that I'm close to Darko Trebane could not be further from the truth. One would say that he is close to my family, but I'm not close to the man by any means. I only have my eyes and my ears that have helped me better serve.
I see. Okay.
Maybe we still go ask anyway.
Let's.
I'm only told
shit in the garden.
I do not believe that will help you out, although I think it would be funny to watch. Well, watch the aftermath, not the during part.
I'll do it. And so I trot on over to the front door, and is there a dwarf level door knocker, or should I just pound my fists on the door?
You should pound your fist, unless you want to make like a jump to grab it and like swing.
No. Close, but no. So I just pound my little fists and I just go, hello. And I wait and I keep pounding.
Someone does eventually open the door, human, who looks down. They're like, what you want?
Listen, we were here before, and would you mind if we stayed here? We have your friend Pi. We just need like a room.
Hasate! This guy, clearly who just opens the door, Hasate comes over in the same kind of garb she does the other way, almost kind of like floating in. She says, hello, darling, what can I do for you?
Hi, would you mind if we took a room for the night?
A room? You want to stay on the premises?
Yeah, even in the shed, we said.
I believe I can arrange for such a shed. It will be close quarters, as we cannot permit non-family members to stay in one of the homesteads. But I suppose I could. Johnny, and she like talks to the guy, this like kind of punk-looking kid who's got his skin and bones. Who's like, yeah, what? He's like, go ahead and arrange for a few cots to be placed into the southeastern shed on the property. He's like, I just got back from it. I don't care what you just got back from. I literally lost interest when you spoke up. It didn't say yes, man. Go do it. You do not hear anything else from the gentleman as he walks away. He's like, I'll take you to the shed myself. Come. Mr. Pi, you can join them in the morning. Your services are still needed on the grounds. Pi nods and he goes ahead and he excuses himself from the group. She leads you over. It is very much a basic shed. All the gardening tools are basically, I say gardening, but a lot of it is just basically used to make sure that the vines from the Savilirwood don't overcome the natural settlements of this place. It looks like they're frequently used, constantly sharpened to stop the constant creeping of the wood into the Trebane homesteads. It is a small room, but it can easily sit a Thierbog, a dwarf, a half-elf, and a tabaxi if everyone does not mind their personal space tampered with.
I mean, I can just crawl up in a corner.
It's not much, but it's a roof and it has some beds, and hopefully this will be something that we don't have to tell Darko about. Yes?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Marvelous.
And I give a small little like nod of thank you.
Well, should you need anything, don't come coming to me. Nobody knows you're here. Stay here until you see the sun. She goes ahead and she exits the shed, closes it, and you hear over the front of it.
She's
Dust
lovely.
Dust is going to get a metal, like a little metal silver wire, and just start casting alarm around, or just start putting it around the house, around the little shed.
Okay.
Ooh.
It is very short time in which it takes you to do so.
And he puts a tiny little bell in front of the door.
Did you guys pack any food?
Probably. I mean,
Might have a little bit of rations where you,
yes.
well, a
Do you
meal.
not have it?
Rations for myself is maybe a meal for your size.
Fair. I finished all of my pocket bacon and haven't had the chance to. And she just really didn't seem like she wanted to help us much more than she did. So
Dust pulls out this. It looks like, like in the fish mark, those slabs of salmon, like how big those things are.
Yeah.
He just picks that out of his bag. He's like, well, these are my rations for bacon. I don't know if this will be enough for all of you, but this is one of them. I have about 3 more.
I think that should be plenty, actually.
Just puts it down.
I divided up between the 4 of us.
You guys make a small meal of yourself, having the first kind of dinner. Does everyone know? Everyone's been introduced to each other, as far as I understand. We kind of got that taken care of.
Yeah.
Okay,
A little bit.
good. Want to make sure. I mean, we can skip directly to the morning thereafter, unless there's something specific anyone would like to do.
Dust will look to Stone. Mr. Stone, what brings you to this area, Shady Creek? Not to be fair, this is an area not many. You don't come here by accident. I know that much.
No, it wasn't an accident. I came a long way, but let's just say I'm looking for a reprieve of sorts, and I needed a place where I can get a good job doing what I do. Oh, I can't hear you.
What were you doing before?
How do I put this lightly? I like to sow the seeds of chaos to those that deserve it.
Is that a plant?
Make a nature check.
Wow.
Again,
Where to go? That's a low. It's an 8.
An 8. It's kind of like a bird of paradise from your very lackluster understanding.
sure it is. Yes, I made a name for myself doing this work, and unfortunately sometimes it leads people to need to leave that name behind in a way. So I needed a new place to stay while I let the heat settle, the dust settle, as it were. But I so far it's been fun. I like Shady Creek Run.
Did you have a different name before?
I've used many names, but Stone is the one I'm fond of. It is my given name.
Interesting.
What about you? What brings you to Shady Creek Run?
There's something I'm looking for. It just so happens that the Mr. Trevane is sending us in the direction of where I'm actually needing to head. But there are magical individuals there that I need to keep an eye on.
Magical individuals.
Magically inclined.
I see. Listen, if you're looking for a date, I can help you out. Is that not it? Am I reading this wrong? Anyways.
Not necessarily.
Well, I think our chance meeting is probably for all of our benefits. It seems all of us are a little bit better off getting off the cart than we were getting into it.
I would think so. I'm nervous about tomorrow if we arrive at the ruins, and I get the feeling that we were undersold on the danger that we're going to be running into.
Good. It wouldn't be any fun otherwise. What about you two? What do you think? Are you worried?
I think I'm going to be a lot more worried if we don't get a good night's sleep. So.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to keep you awake, Imogen. Let's get our rest. That's a good idea.
Okay.
Subtle but not subtle.
As you all fall asleep, you all go through a dreamless night. Wake in the morning to the sound of what sounds to be like the tearing of flesh from a goat. It's this blood curdling. You realize you guys are probably not far away from where those lizard things are fed. You wake up and you can you begin to hear, whether or not you guys woke up before this point, you can hear the sound of and like the shed door opens and you see Hasate and she's like, "Morning. How did you all sleep?"
Stone does a little stretch. Wonderfully.
Marvelous.
Just like trying to move around everybody.
How tall is this shed?
The shed is roughly about 9.5 feet in height, roughly about 10 feet wide, though. It's taller than it is long.
Got
it. Go ahead.
Oh, no. That's good.
She says, "I also brought something with me." And she kind of sidesteps to the side, and you see Pi Lyodon standing there in what looks to be like a much more travel-ready garb with like a backpack full of stuff and like a hat that's cylindrical, like with a long brim that's meant for like keeping rainwater off. His ears, unfortunately, kind of bend underneath this hat. They don't quite go over it as there's no like little area for them to come out. He says, I leave at your pleasure. I hope that we can be going soon, so we can be coming back soon. But you call the shots, as it were."
And then we've had a long rest, right?
You have had a long rest.
Okay, excellent. Just wanted to double check. In that case, I'm ready.
Excellent. First order of business, who has the glasses?
Oh, was that me?
Specially rimmed glasses, able to pick up trace amounts of the specific dust that was left with members of the Cerberus Assembly.
I think it was Imogen.
Yeah, Imogen, I believe, had those.
Do I? Great.
No.
Gwenora?
No, I guess it's me.
Oh, you do?
Okay. Yeah, because that
that was me.
Excellent. Hasate kind of gestures over. She says, "Over there begins the official start of the Savilirwoods. You can tell by the 3 hatchets that are embedded into a side of a tree trunk. You simply pass by that threshold, and the trail should be something you can pick up as soon as you come to contact with it, which, by my understanding, is not too far, as the Cerberus Assembly members did come through here in order to get to where they were going."
Wonderful.
How long ago did they come through here? Do you know?
I would say, including today, it would be about 3 days ago. But luckily for you, that specific dust works for at least a month. So you would be able to pick this up whenever. Luckily, you're going now.
Wonderful.
I am going to... I'm going to cast Detect Magic just to see if there's anything extra we see as we're passing through.
Sure. You guys would want to already walk up to the official start of the Savilirwood.
Sure.
As you do, you go ahead and cast Detect Magic as a ritual spell. Once you've completed it, within at least the nearby vicinity of you, nothing magical inherently appears on any of your persons or near anything. You do see 2 hatchets embedded into the tree and a third one lying on the ground as though it was pushed from the tree itself.
You said no magic, right?
No magic.
Okay.
They like look like somebody threw it into the tree, or
It looks as though it's been embedded, and indeed there is a scar in the tree from where you can tell. Make an investigation check for me. Shouldn't be having you guys rolling dice. This is D&D.
great start.
Yeah.
6.
6. You can't really tell what had happened here, whether it was pulled out or if the tree itself just pushed the axe on out of there, or if it was just knocked loose by either heavy storm, rain, or wind. Regardless, the one axe is on the ground where it should be in the tree.
I mean,
Check.
it's just they're just axes in a tree, right? I mean, is that normal? I don't know.
Check with the glasses. Maybe there's something
yes.
special about them going on.
And I put them on.
It filters out like as though everything is blue, but you don't see anything that lights up the way that the sand did when you first put them on, when Darko showed you that mound of dirt.
Mm-hmm.
The tree itself is unremarkable, but go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay. Oh, my investigation is bad. Oh, actually, 16.
16. Looking at just the axe itself, holding it in your hand and looking at the actual tree itself, this thing was pushed out by the tree. This looks like it's basically a marker to basically show where the Savilir's corruption begins. But this tree has pushed the axe out of it as though it is rapidly healing. You can see that it's happening to the other 2 axes as well. Just they haven't come unlodged yet.
I see. So that looks like they're trying to find where it starts, kind of thing.
Essentially, yeah. It's like the most abrupt way to kind of show off where the Savilir boundary is from the rest of the homestead, and basically to make sure that if anything ever comes across there. And as you look, the entire party, Pi included, can see the beginning of the Savilirwood is very distinctly different from the trees on the Turbane side. Looking at the trees on the Turbane side, they are large, huge jungle-like roots that kind of spread out and create huge tree lines that cover the entirety of the sky to the point where very little sun comes through. It's literally like walking into that part in Snow White where like all the trees like have like gnarled fingers and whatnot, and looking you can see that they're all of a different shade, like almost a bluish black to them. The leaves that there are look decayed and rotting. You can see like this kind of green sappiness starting to emerge from the trees and like pour down onto the actual bark. Looking down the trail ahead of you, it looks almost ghastly, as though there's something on the end of it, and you can almost get this feeling that you're constantly being watched.
Well, I think we've made it, friends.
This is not a happy forest.
It's worse than I thought it was going to be.
Make sure to stay alert. There may be more to this corruption than what we just see here.
It's a good thing we brought your sunshiny disposition, Dust. Let's get going.
Agreed, said Pi.
Thank you.
He actually takes the first step into the woods and kind of like, are we going?
Yes.
All of
Yes.
you? Go ahead.
Oh, I'm not leading. I just wanted to. I mean, the person with the glasses should be the one that leads. I just wanted to take a step in.
Okay. Well, let's go. And I lead everyone off
Alrighty.
into the woods.
So Gwenora is going to be leading this with the glasses on. Who's behind?
I'll be behind her.
Okay, and we'll go ahead and have Imogen there.
Is it how wide is the path? Like, can we go 2 by 2 or?
It's pretty single file, as
Cool.
like it starts off with a good, like, you can have 2 people on either sides, but it does very quickly narrow into what looks to be the remnants of a trail. In fact, a lot of the roots are overgrowing here. It looks like nature itself is reclaiming anything that's been recently tread by anyone.
Sure. Yeah, ladies first, and then Dust, you want to? You have the better vantage point with your height. Maybe you take the rear.
I'll take the rear.
So we'll go to Stone, then Pi, and then Dust. Gwenora, I'll take a survival check. Everyone else can make perception checks.
Wonderful.
Oh, that would be a 6.
Great job.
Thanks.
19 for perception.
Very good.
12.
Of course, the tall man gets a 19.
12.
Must be nice.
I have a 15.
Alrighty. As you guys are walking through, Gwenora, you have on these glasses that kind of like you kind of causes you to trip a couple times just because the hue that makes it hard to see some of the underbrush. You're kind of like looking around for any point of this, like straining your neck, being like, where is like any remnants of this trail? And as you do, it's actually Imogen who stops you midway before stepping onto something, and it looks to be some kind of strange looking plant. It looks like almost a miniature tree or mushroom, but it looks as though it's all connected as far as like its roots go, and there's small little holes in this cap, almost looking like it's a tree with a cage placed on top of it, red in color. Imogen, you were able to point this out and keep her from stepping onto it. It's a weird looking plant.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at that. You're about to step on a weird looking plant.
You said it's a cage, like it looks like a tree with a cage around it?
It looks like the trunk of a tree. It's itty bitty. It's like about probably the length of your foot in total height. It resembles almost like a very large mushroom with like holes all around it. Or you could describe it as like a tree trunk, but with a cage instead of like leaves and branches.
Well, thanks.
Hi, do you know?
Yeah, do we know what kind of plant it is?
Make a nature check.
I'm going to help her out. So you get advantage. Imogen,
Right.
so you can roll twice.
Okay. 11 and 15.
Okay. From a 15, you know this to be a carcery plant. They're sometimes called lock shrooms. Essentially, they contain very, very powerful spores, which, when released by either being brushed up upon or crushed underfoot, the spores, once inhaled, will cause a day-long paralysis.
Nobody touch the plant.
You see Pi going up to it as per Dust's like orders. He's like, right then. Like puts away like a small little tool and like gets further away from it.
Good to know. Thank you, Imogen.
I'm going to, with the perception that I rolled, can I see if there's any other of these plants that are kind of along the way?
I'm glad you asked, Dust, because with the 19, you can see that there's a fair bit of smattering of these little things that crop up on your trail. In fact, you noticed one a little bit earlier. You guys just by luck didn't brush it. There's a few of these, and they become more multitudinous. They become more easy to spot the further into the forest that you get.
You know, looking at all of these, it makes me realize these were intentionally planted here.
Mhm.
And it doesn't seem like something wants us to go much further.
Follow the same trail, we can walk to the side of these, but at least use them as markers if that's the case.
It's true. Gwenora, is the trail still taking us through these plants?
Can I roll?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perception?
Survival.
Survival. Okay.
Would she be able to see that? Are we following the goggles right now, or?
Yeah, she's trying to pick up the trail of it. With that,
Yep.
it would be
15.
15. You get your first glimpse of a small yellow sand piece about maybe 500 feet from your position, nestled by it's such a sheen of blue that like once you see it, it does stand out even from how far away it is.
Mhm.
You can see it directly ahead of you. It does look like it goes on the path just a bit, but you can sidetrack it to avoid these little carcery shrooms, these little lock shrooms.
Right, it's over there. So if we go that way and we're really careful, I think we can do it.
Sure, lead the way.
Right?
We tend to cross through. I believe I can attempt to push some of this stuff away, at least some, but not everything.
Right. And so I guess I start leading them off that away.
Alrighty. As you guys are marching through, you begin to hear the sound, each of you one by one, of moving water. It sounds as though there's like a river or a creek that runs through. And as you come upon it, you can see like this large mass of like black and green sludge that moves through here. Although it is moving at a faster pace. It's just that the water is this strange, gross hue to it. As it moves through, you can see like certain things popping up to the surface and like sinking quickly underneath. It is about 10 feet in width from your side of the river to where the little golden nugget you found was earlier.
So we have to cross the river?
Oh, yeah.
How deep is it?
I don't know.
Oh,
You want to
Good.
check? It's dark, so it's hard to determine depth just from looking at it. If you wanted to go ahead and look, determine depth a different way, let me know how you want to do it, and I'll tell you what to roll.
I don't really have another way to look for it. I'm just going to actually, nah, forget it.
I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna just shoot a ray of frost down into the
Oh,
bottom
that works.
of the ocean. See if we can see an explosion of ice.
Okay. As you fired into there, you can see like a form of this like black liquid does freeze up and retain its color, and it quickly is moved and taken down underneath the weird murky water.
So the black thing got frozen.
Yeah. Once you froze like the top of the creek, the current pushed it on over and dragged it down.
Would
In
I
fact,
be able
Make
to?
a go ahead.
I was gonna say, would I be able to use ray of frost constantly to kind of make an ice bridge?
Make an Arcana check. This is to see if magical theory will assist in this well enough to the expectation that you're hoping for.
12.
12.
Pretty
The reason that the current is pretty strong, even though it looks viscous, the water is moving rapidly. So if you were to freeze portion of it, it would only cause like it to be swept over in a matter of moments. You could constantly keep on firing into it, but eventually, unless you're sustaining there for the good portion of a day, the problem is then that you've created a small dam, which the water will then just move over.
It's black. The liquid is black, right? Not just
Black
dark.
and green, yeah.
Black and green. Okay. I will put my finger in it.
Okay, and as you do, you see like a small hand form out of the liquid and try to grab onto you. Go ahead, make a dexterity saving throw.
Great. I
While
love
he's
it.
doing that, Dust is gonna go ahead and kneel down and start like doing another ritual. And he goes, "Oh, I know who did." Then you said it's only 10 feet across.
Yeah,
I rolled
Definitely know who he
24.
is, yeah.
24. You're able to jerk your hand back as like this hand like clasps down, grabbing nothing, but pulling it down back into the muck where it disappears.
Well, let's not go in.
Right?
It's a little
Thank you for
handsy.
Figuring that out.
I figured one of us had to.
How wide is
10 feet.
But 10 feet across.
10 feet? Okay.
I feel like if all of us run fast enough, we might be able to make it.
And then just let me know when 10 minutes has passed.
Sure. Anyone else want to wait for the 10 minutes, or do we want to try and jump the river?
I'm gonna go for the jump.
Okay. Now,
Wait on that, Mr. Stone.
Wait.
Yes.
Oh.
If you're going for the jump, I have someone who can jump better.
Okay.
I'm kind of curious as to what the fuck he's about to do. So 10 minutes is up, Mr. Dust. What do we got?
This portal opens up, and this like fey phantom horse comes out, and very ethereal looking, see-through. You can see like the hair is almost like very tealish, see-through. It almost looks like a draft horse. And he goes, "This is Rune. You can easily jump this. You just need to go
Hello?
one by one."
Hello, Rune.
You see it like neigh and like
Ladies first.
Right?
Just
Those
to make
come
sure,
together, right?
huh?
We could do it together though, right?
That's what I was going to ask. Just to make sure, because with this it says the speed is 100 feet and it can travel 10 miles an hour, or 13 miles at a fast pace. That could easily jump this, correct? Just
Yes,
making sure. Okay.
very much so. To be fair, anyone with the strength of, well, never mind. Yes, the horse can.
Well,
needs to go
whoever
first.
else wants to go first, because I don't want to if I don't have to, but I can walk on water.
Well, I don't know if it's walking on it that's the problem. It's that it might pull you down.
Be something else magical in it.
Okay.
I am very excited for you to show us how you can walk on water, but I don't think this is the time to do it. So let's.
Right.
Stone is just gonna. He's just gonna take 10 steps back and just full dash and jump over.
Okay, what is your strength score?
12.
12. Go ahead and make an athletic. Well, actually, you know what? Your strength determines how far you can jump. If you move, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot and immediately jump. Okay, so as you run, you go ahead and get about 10 feet back, get a running start, and jump over this thing. And you can see like another hand come up to like try and grab you, like another dexterity saving throw, just real quick.
I'm gonna throw pulse wave in his direction and push him another 15 feet.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
I rolled a natural 20, 26 total.
Okay.
But yeah, sure.
As you pivot away, knowing that it's coming this time, you're able to land safely onto the other side of the embankment.
It's very cool, like flip.
All of a sudden, you have like cards in your hand that say have the number 10 on them. You get the urge to rise.
All right. Imogen, Winora, do you want to ride Rune first, or?
Yeah.
All right.
He is Black River arm resistant, right?
I mean,
specifically, yes.
Jump over the whole thing, so I assume so.
Great.
It's probably still gonna try to reach for you, but I mean, good luck.
Sure, I think I'll be all right.
Could they ride it for you, Bradley? Could they ride it together? Or do you want to do this one by one?
I would say, well, that's up to them. Would you guys like to ride on the back of Rune together, or do it one by one?
Let's do it together. Save some time.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
While I'm on the other side really quick, are there any of those plants that are like nearby that they might land on when they jump over?
Make a perception check.
Cool. Really quick. Hold on.
Hey.
Great. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. From looking around, you do see a fair spotting of like Venus flytraps and other such like parasitic and entrapment like plants that grow pretty freely here in the Savilirwood. You do not see a lockshroom.
Okay, so nothing that would endanger them landing. Great.
Not that you've seen before.
Okay, cool. You're good.
Alrighty, on the back of the horse, you guys get a running jump as he jumps over the chasm. You can see like a number of hands try to wrap up, including a very large one that just about reaches over to grab Rune as you make it to the other side without any issue.
Welcome.
Yeah, that was a close one.
Yeah.
Looked like fun.
I don't like those river hands at all.
I'll have Rune jump back to grab me and Pi,
Okay.
and then we'll ride together.
Pi gets on. He's like, "Okay, I think I'm secure." Oh wait, I should. Okay, and he. Whoa! You guys jump over the river without any issue. As you kind of remark back, all six of you kind of look as like one hand comes over and just goes. And goes back into the water.
No, thank you.
Dusk
What a
writes in his
nice
notes,
river.
Rivers don't like. Miss Gwenora, lead the way. Where do we go? And if you want to ride the horse, he's going to be with us for another hour or so.
Well,
Quick point of contention here. The ground for jumping this embankment might have been a little bit easier, but as you go forward, you notice that this is not a place you can ride a horse through. Like it's not regular looking terrain, something that would be easy for a horse to get on and over through.
Okay. Well, then I guess I just put the glasses on and start looking for the next part of the trail.
You can make the survival check with advantage now that you have the trail.
Aha.
That would mean we have to leave the horse by himself, right?
Yeah, or you can dispel it.
Okay, well, I'll dispel him, and then a poof.
ooh.
Just goes away.
Very dramatic fire show.
Oh,
Quite nice.
thank God for advantage. Dirty 20.
Okay.
What was the other one?
6.
As you guys are able to follow Gwenora through, I would like everyone else to be making perception checks just to keep a look around. Pi will go ahead and make it. Why not? Good job, Pi. You're useless as usual.
Okay.
Much better than the first one.
15
25.
for me.
15. Imogen?
16.
And
16?
then 19 for me.
But you're doing the survival check that's leading them through the forest, so unfortunately you do not get the benefits of the perception.
Well, that's fine.
You're doing your job. You're leading them through the forest.
That's fine.
It will be Mr. Stone who is able to take a remarking upon a small little grouping of what looks to be rocks set into the sides of trees, kind of just nearby. It's a weird kind of grouping of little, it almost kind of looks like a fairy forest a little bit. Like there's stuff like built into the side of the trees, like little woodwork areas and like stones that make to look as though they are a shrine.
Is there any like writing or anything, any runes on it at all?
You want to go up and check it out?
I don't know if you want to check that out. Just there, pointing it out that there seems to be either a shrine or those rocks are not naturally there. It looks like.
Right.
I
They don't look
don't-
like they're like they're not like pointing anywhere, right? It just looks like they're
It
placed
looks
in
like
there
it's a
for
small
decoration.
look like a small little place. It's kind of, it looks like it's a little bit overgrown. There's like small little caricatures of something that's a little too far away for you to notice, but it looks like some of the ground has also overtaken them. Distinct like Spirited Away vibes. Like it just looks like random little shrines in here. There are like little small homes built into the side of these trees, like little mushrooms that are kind of hanging out there. Yes, Gwenora.
Do we know the rune language?
You're not close enough to see, but
Okay,
you can
we're not
absolutely
close
walk on over if you want.
I would like instead to first cast Detect Evil and Good on it.
Okay. You get a... Wow, this is like a real crossroads thing. You get a dark celestial presence. So there is a presence of like celestial, like of godhood, but it is not a positively aligned force.
Does this Gwenora, this shrine, is this in the way of our trail, or
I think it's to the side.
Yeah, it's
Is it
off
just
it's off the path.
Yeah. Whatever it is, I don't think it's friendly, and we should probably keep moving.
I would think so. We've had river hands come for us. I don't want tree hands to come for us either.
But one river hand. Suddenly everyone's spooked.
Hisati said straight ahead.
Okay, straight ahead.
Here we go.
Here we
Okay.
go.
As you guys continue down this path, the day has reached about noon as you guys are trekking through this area. Besides the odd sound of like an animal moving around in the brush, or like a tree not being able to support someone's foot and just them crashing through it, making a sound, everyone waiting for like something to come out of the woods. There is no real break in just the constant movement. You follow this trail of glowing dust further and further into darker parts of the forest. And indeed, it does look as though the tree line is further obscuring the sky itself. And as this is happening, Mr. Dust, I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
13.
13. Okay. So as you guys are moving through here, Dust, you kind of further in the back can kind of see just how far you've gone already and how far you've yet to go. And you're swept over by this kind of feeling of dread. And a part of you begins to start to feel as though this place will be the death of you. And you have disadvantage on all your saving throws.
Ooh.
You feeling okay back there?
Leave now. We need to get out of here as soon as possible. This place is going to kill you. It's going to kill me. It's going to kill everyone.
Pi kind of speaks up. He's like, that would be infringement of your contract. Look,
Go ahead.
I don't want to tell on you guys. I'd really like this just to be kind of a smooth ride, but if you don't follow what you said up to the letter, then Mr. Trevane does not look kindly upon people who do not finish jobs.
And I'm certain Mr. Trevane does not look good on the dead either.
I'll go up to Dust. Dust, hey, buddy, listen. You're like what, 7 something, right?
7, yeah, he's like 7.
Okay.
3.
Stone is 6 feet, so I'm still close enough that I can smack you a little bit. I'll give him a little light smack on the face, nothing damaging, and be like, "Hey, are you okay? Like, hey, snap out of it. Hello."
Feel.
What?
He's trying to like. You see him kind of like shake his head. He's like, just keep moving. It's.
I'll switch with him and I'll have him go ahead of me.
Okay.
So I can keep an eye on him.
Imogen, make a history check.
16.
16. You remember the Carden family, which is Dust's family. In Pale Bank, they all had, each of their kids, all 7 of them, had different kind of conditions, let's call it. You happen to know, like, when one of their kids wouldn't come out for, like, usual duties of, like, fishing or hunting or basically upkeeping the frozen wall around Pale Bank that kind of gives it security. If any of them were ever in their home, they'd say, "Oh, it's the Carden condition. They're just suffering from something." You didn't know the family well enough to know what the specifics are, but you do know that there's something about the family that they experience in certain conditions, stuff that will put them out sometimes for days. Just personal knowledge that you have.
It's like in Twilight.
It's less of that. It would be more of like, well, it would be more of like something would happen to them one day and then they would react poorly from it, like something externally placed upon them.
Okay.
Am I sparkling now? Is that what's?
I know.
Lumen, to me, always.
Oh man.
Do I know? Is there any way to help him that I would know what to do, or this is just knowledge that I have that sometimes he doesn't react well to things?
It's knowledge that you know that their entire family is suffering from a condition that you never had the wherewithal to really dig in and find out what it was, but you do know that all the Cardens kind of experience the same malady, and it manifests in different forms sometimes. Usually what it would mean is that someone from the family would be at home sick for a deal of time. You just thought they were always like poor constitutions or just got sick pretty often, but it was usually in reaction to something that had occurred.
Okay. Dust, do you have any allergies? Like, is there anything that I remember you used to get sick as a kid, but I don't know really a lot about it.
No, it's. I think I should be okay. Just we need to get out of this forest immediately, as soon as we can. I just feel heavier than. Just feel heavy.
Okay. Well, if you are heavy, so we must have you carry yourself.
but lean, you know. Yeah, it's
Okay.
You see him kind of like start to like apathetically start walking, where he's just like,
listen, if we have to weekend and Bernie's this thing, I'll do it.
Who's
No.
Bernie?
no.
It's a friend back home.
The longer we stay in this forest, the worse it's going to be.
Okay, how about we pick up the pace a little then?
Safely though, yes.
The
Cool.
faster we move, the faster we get out of here.
Exactly. So let's just, be careful not to step on anything like you did, but I think we should be fine.
Um,
I'm gonna have Neil like kind of like curl around Dust, kind of
Sure.
like as a comfort.
Alrighty. As you guys continue deeper into this forest, you begin to see the topography of it begin to change a little bit and level out just a little bit more. There are portions of it that will dip very suddenly, but all of it is not like the overgrown brush and vines and bark that was obscuring you through most of your travel, which is thankful on your feet because they are getting sore. As you're kind of moving through here, the darkness gets more and more pronounced around each bend. Gwenora, as you're following this trail, you are immediately sought by a large portion of what looks to be like a cluster of these lock rooms. Lock rooms. Yes, good job. It just appears like there's like maybe 20 of them growing in a single patch. This time, you know what? Make a nature check for me.
Okay.
How great are your nature checks?
+0.
Excellent.
11.
11. From your very basic understanding of nature, typically these are like grown together in this area. This just looks like a pretty good place to grow mushrooms.
Okay. So there's more mushrooms around here, lock shrooms.
Oh.
So just keep an eye out. They seem to grow here pretty easily.
well,
I don't know.
I'm sure it's not the scariest thing in this forest.
That's probably true. So I guess we can just keep going, but really delicately.
As you guys are moving, you do notice the pie is standing still.
Wait, he was in front of me, so would I be able to see? Did I see that he stepped on something?
He didn't step in anything, but you do notice he's no longer moving.
He didn't step in anything?
No, you look at under his foot because immediately you see him like standing there and rigid, as though he is suffering from a paralytic element. But
hi, are you okay? Oh, good. Oh, good. Friends, we have a problem.
Stone, what's your armor class?
Oh God. 15.
Okay. Rolled an 18. You feel a small into the side of your neck.
We have a Ow. Ow.
Can I get the AC of... I rolled a 13 on this for Miss Imogen. What's your AC?
11.
11. Okay. You also feel a small like at the base of your neck. Stone, Imogen, the two of you can make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, great. I'm awesome at those. Hey, I actually am, kind of. 16?
16, okay.
Brad, remind me which what was the thing you gave me? I forgot.
Disadvantage on saving throws.
12.
12. Okay. The two of you begin to start feeling your joints kind of get rigid and harder to move. A kind of feeling of euphoria and lethargy begins to crawl over you. Imogen and, Gwenora and Dust, the both of you can see three of your members of the party have all begun to become like rigid and look like they're like rubbing their necks.
Oh, this feels weird.
What happened?
dodge.
And I just start like looking around wildly to try and see where they could have possibly come from.
As you do, you see the dart actually aim right towards you. Does a 13 hit?
For AC, yeah.
Yes, I was like, shit.
Yeah, it's 12.
Alrighty. You can feel.
Dust is gonna hit instead.
Okay. Wait, what? Oh, you're gonna turn invisible.
Yep.
Damn you. Okay. Gwenora, you can go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Can I do a perception check while
Yeah, absolutely.
saving through second? Social saving through.
My 13.
13?
Yeah.
Okay. You begin to feel rigidness in your joints and an overwhelming feeling of euphoria and lethargy. How's the perception, Mr. Dust?
Dust is like still too affected by he's not able to see anything. I rolled an 8.
Okay. So as you have turned invisible in the middle of your friends, I guess this one will just be a straight roll because it's hitting with disadvantage, but they are rolling from advantage from stealth.
Where do you go?
Does a 15 hit?
Not with the reaction of shield, but it takes me out of
Yeah, you go ahead. You throw up the shield in order to stop the dart from going there. They're like, you can begin to hear like the sounds of people discussing in the woods as they kind of come close to you. You see a you see a tabaxi come forward. And they're like, "You have your friends."
How many do I see?
Only the one that has made themselves known. They're like, "Listen, you're lost. Let me just take you back home."
Are we like frozen or are we just lethargic?
Every inch like gets harder for you to move. I'd say at this point, Stone, you have felt the full effects of the paralysis.
Cool. I want to make sure I'm not talking.
What is this tabaxi wearing?
They look like rough leathers, lots of like skins of like strange animals that they wear all together. He is scarred over one eye, gray fur, and a few missing teeth and a crooked smile.
Stone is just nervous purring right now.
While you're waiting, does a 15 hit?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know how long the shield is going to last at this point.
Well, reaction is a single round, so this would be treated like another round of combat.
So a 15 would hit, yeah.
Okay. You feel it. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage. Guys, you get to roll 220s. It's happened to me before.
It's true.
Literally like one of the last.
11.
Okay. And with that, each of you slowly, one by one, your lights out, cease to move. There's the feeling of dragging, being stacked like cordwood into the rough forest bed. You distinctly remember Imogen, the image of another person there who's currently gagged and bound, who's like dragged into a similar area and placed down. Eventually, each of you are able to like wake up after you get something poured on your face, similar to water, but with a very strange, stringent smell to it. The same tabaxi that addressed you earlier, Dust, says, "Hello, my friends. You're very, very far from home. It's gonna hurt to speak, but by this time the toxin would have worn off. I remember you," and he points over to you, Gwenora. "You've come through these woods before. You and that turtle took out a few of our friends. We let you leave because you were on your way out, and yet you've returned to desecrate our forest further."
Not desecration, I'm healing it.
Any person who's come from Shady Creek Run only looks to salvage and steal from the ruins of Moliesmere.
That's not what we're here for.
Well, make a persuasion check.
I'm from Port de Bali.
Are we
I don't know what that is. You're not gagged. Each of you are just, you can't move your limbs currently, but you have your faculties back up here and you can speak.
That would be a 21.
21. He says, If you're not here to desecrate it, then you are trespassing nonetheless. And he puts a hand on one of the trees. He says, the spirits of my ancestors live in each of these trees, and they are rotting because of what the elves have done to it. With people like her folk, and she points to Imogen, and his, and he points over to what looks to be another person who is bound and gagged, and also next to Pi. Their lineage has stained this noble wood for a very long time. No one here is welcome but the Night Black clan. We alone service it, for no one else knows how to properly care.
Honestly, we were sent in to find out what is causing this stain on this wood. We do want to find a way to heal it.
He gets close to you, like nose to nose. He says, you're a disgrace to everything that you stand for.
I'm sorry, do I know you?
No, but I can see your entire history in your eyes. You are not someone who looks to heal. You are a taker. You will find what happened to Muliezmir, and you will take it and bring it to someone who wishes to do worse with it.
You misunderstand.
No,
I don't...
You misunderstand me. By morning, all of you will be gone. You have not harmed any of the trees, and as such, we will give you the merciful ending. We will leave you out with toxin in your veins. You will feel nothing and be left to the beasts of the forest to be eaten.
Sir, may I have a word, please? Without interruption?
Speak.
I may take, but I only take from those who have too much. I would never take from anybody in need. I cause chaos for those who deserve chaos. I would never cause chaos for those in need. We are not here to hurt you or your tree ancestors. We are here to find out how this has happened and nothing more.
Make a persuasion check.
Because I'm not lying.
No, you're not.
Dust is just almost, he's just out of it.
17, maybe, kind of good, 17.
This tabaxi kind of narrows his eyes, and you hear someone who I guess was standing behind them say, Nectar, they're just travelers. They're looking for Moliesmir. We should not kill every single person that comes through. He shoots a glance. He shoots a glance back, and he looks over. He says, regardless, the next hour you will remain paralyzed. We'll decide what your fate will be. I am happy to leave you to the beasts, but maybe there is a merciful end for you out of these woods.
To be honest, if we go back to town without the knowledge we seek, it won't be so merciful for us.
Then do not head back to town when you leave the wood. Go north to the graying wildlands, or go back to your Port Damali. Go from wherever you came. See if you can outrun the fate there, because you cannot outrun it here. And he kicks the side of Dust's legs just to prove that he can't move it.
He kind of gets up.
Yes, Imogen.
I understand that people who look like me have hurt your people and these woods, and for that I'm very sorry. But is there anything at all that we can do to convince you that we mean well and that we are only here to help? Anything at all?
We have seen druids come through to find out what had happened at Moliesmir. We guided them safely to the ruins, and they were never heard from again. We have met explorers and mage-rights who sought to understand the cause of the decay. We led them to Moliesmir. No one would return. We've seen trappers and thieves and pillagers and treasure hunters, and we have allowed them to leave with their lives, and they did not return from Moliesmir. My kindness is not allowing you further into this forest.
So you don't want to find a solution to the problem, is what it sounds like to me.
I do not know what causes this corruption, this decay, but no one from the outside has fixed it yet. And we have survived here for years, for hundreds of years. The woods are telling us that it is a burden the Nightback clan can solve, but that no one from the outside can. Mr. Dust.
Just kind of like shakes his head. It's not your kindness that's hurting everyone. It's your ignorance. The people in the ruins are not the people you think they are. I know who's causing this, or at least I think. They are mages. They are magic folk. That is why your trappers, your treasures, and your whatever you sent does not work. You need magic, and we have that. If you want this forest saved, you need those removed from the ruins. I have to want to remove those from the ruins as well. The same people.
Make a persuasion check.
Natural one.
Oh.
He's just like,
The toxin is heavy in his tongue still. Luckily, your fate is not. Oh yeah, go ahead, Gunnar.
Oh, I was just gonna say, listen, I'm not afraid of you anymore, and I can heal this forest. Me and my companions, we can do it. And I know you might not believe me, but I'm not afraid to come back after you. I will go for you if you don't let us through. You need to believe me, because if I heal these trees, it'll heal your ancestor spirits. So let us go. Let us go. Let us do what we came to do. It doesn't matter who we are. We're going to help.
Make an intimidation check. She's like, oh, cool. Things I have points in.
No, I don't.
Okay.
But 16.
Okay. He kind of looks back. He's kind of taken aback by this. He's like, I have heard enough. It is not solely my decision about what happens to you. I will speak to the rest of the clan to decide what your fates are to be, if you are true or not. Until then, I leave you to the company of yourselves and a few others. And he goes ahead and stands up and walks back with another tabaxi following him. There is one other one who's among you. Oh, yes, Mr. Dust.
Something familiar during this time.
It has disappeared. You gather that most likely when they saw the cat, they stomped on it and it...
Okay.
As you are all around the circle, you do notice the seventh figure among you, besides Pi, who is he has skin like the night sky at dusk, with very whitish hair and piercing amber eyes. He looks like he's been putting on like a show, because as soon as the tabaxis get out of earshot and sight, he straightens up and he begins to like dislocates an arm and undoes one of his bonds. He hobbles on over to you, Imogen. He's like, "Yamarahuaya." Does anyone speak Undercommon?
Oh, no.
Ishkai Matatoro. He starts speaking it in Gnomish. He signs something in Thieves' Cant.
What does he say?
He says, do you understand this?
And I'll respond. Well, I can't move my arms.
You just nod? He kind of like hobbles over. He says, he basically, he like thinks for a moment. He's like, you want out.
Oh, we want to get out, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
He says, you, me, friend.
Yes. As long as we can get out, yes.
He goes over to Imogen. He signs sorry, but you won't hear that. He goes ahead and just moves you over to your side and begins to like work on one of your hands of the rope. After a time, he comes loose, and your arms are free. To no avail, you cannot move them.
Friend, we're stuck still.
He looks over, kind of confused. He like looks over. He says, he goes over to like one of the like a root nearby and begins to like kind of chew on it. Spits it out, and he kind of like starts looking over Imogen and notes like a small welt on her neck, and like kind of rubs it in there. Imogen, within moments, you can begin to feel like feeling back in your fingers.
Whoa.
He like nods. He's like, yeah. He takes some more of the root, like breaks it off, puts it in your hand. You see like chews on it. Spits it out. He goes over to Stone and he like looks on. He's like, where hit or where damage specifically.
Oh.
He like goes over to like the side where you got hit and starts to rub it in. You begin to start feeling sensation as he's like working on it. He hobbles over back to you, Imogen, and he sticks out his hand. Goes over to Pi and like rubs it onto like the base of his neck. As he's doing this, he like hobbles over. He's like, he looks over to you, Stone, and he like signs something for repair and points to his shoulder and like points to Imogen.
Repair. Can anybody help our new friend? He's hurt. Gwenora, maybe you can give a hand.
I think I'm still stuck, aren't I?
Yeah. He's pointing over to Imogen at this time, like to.
Oh, Imogen.
So I take
I see.
the root, I spit it out and I put it onto his shoulder.
He looks confused. He says, he like takes his thumb. He goes,
oh, I think he wants you to pop it into place.
Oh, sorry, that was unnecessary. So I kind of, how big is he?
He's a roughly, like he's like a couple inches shorter than you.
Okay, so I kind of can lift him a little bit, stick my knee in his lower back, and I pop his shoulder.
You can make either a strength check or a medicine check.
I'll do strength.
This would be athletics, actually. Athletics or medicine.
Okay. It's gonna be a 9.
As you do, he like hits a couple times. He kind of looks over. He's like,
that was
your
the
language.
time I've ever done that.
You can kind of hear like a. He like kind of rolls his eyes and walks on over. By now you've got the sensation back in your full body, Mr. Stone. Pi has begun like untying the things. He begins, and this gentleman, the dark-skinned one, starts going back. The drow starts to like chew on more of the root and like place it on Gwenora, onto dust. Within moments, you have sensation back, and in a matter of moments, you're all freed. The drow kind of looks at you guys, and he says, "Shh." Then he kind of like crouches down.
Stay low.
He signs to you. He says, "Need treasure. Left with unfriendly."
And I ask where.
He basically signs to you. It's on one of the guards.
Got it. I didn't know what that part was. Okay. I'll say, hey, what is it? I'll sign.
He kind of looks around and he points over to the side of Imogen where her dagger is. He says, "Ting, ting, ting."
Our new friend needs to get something back from the guards. I think it's the least we can do.
Okay, I think you could ask him a few more questions.
What do you want to know?
Helping him.
Please. Yes. Who are you? I'll sign in each camp.
He places a hand on himself, puffs himself up very high, and he says, Fenre Thalis.
Fenre Dalis?
Thalis. Theyles.
Ask him what he knows about the woods.
What do you know about? I'll say like, what do you know about the Savilirwood? Or what do you know about the wood?
He says something in Abyssal. Does anyone understand?
Wait.
There's a lot of languages that we don't.
No.
He's like complicated, long, like he does like long story.
Okay. Why are you here?
He begins to think again. He's like, Ibayashka? Like he starts speaking in halfling. He's frustrated. He says basically traveling back home through here.
I say, okay. He's trying to get back home through the wood, and he was captured.
Okay.
He says that that the story of the wood is complicated. I have a feeling that we can't communicate well enough for him to tell us the full thing.
So sorry.
Okay.
He says sorry. I mean, I think maybe our priority should be getting us all out of here, and we can ask more questions later.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And then I'll sign to him, hurry, and then we'll go.
Alrighty.
And I'll kind of motion him to lead the way to where we need to
will go ahead and roll our state checks right after this break. I have what's the time? 22 on my end here. We'll be back at 37 past the hour.
Okay.
All right.
Well. All right.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Buenas noches. Hello, Mr. Virgil. How are you doing?
Where
You
is he?
He has food. I don't know
Oh.
what game he's trying to play here.
The game of being a cat.
Yeah,
Is he just looking at you?
he is. He's bathing himself currently. He is stream new. I don't want to show him off quite yet. Maybe I will. Well, he seems occupied for the most part. What's up? You good? I'm gonna do the stream now, okay, buddy? You take care. He's gonna climb on here at some point. He's gonna ruin everything.
Good.
Okie dokie. Last time we checked, if you would like to roll for stealth, you may.
Oh, right.
Otherwise, I'm good with either. Yeah, I know that sounds gonna happen a lot, buddy. I'm sorry.
Wonderful. 22 for stone.
Okay. Oh, hello. This is my cat son.
Hi, baby.
I know that you want to go under the desk right now, but that is not an option that we can pursue currently. Okay, 22 for Mr. Stone. Get a paper very carefully. This is hard to do a stream with a cat on me. Okay, there we go. Thank you, sir. Buenoro, did you roll stealth?
Was I supposed to roll stuff?
You may, you do not have to.
I
did signal to lay low and be quiet.
I will I will roll. Oh no, it's a 4.
Excellent. So proud.
Dust got a 12. Still
Let's go to
lethargic.
12. Okay. And Imogen?
Gonna be an 11.
That'll be an 11 for Imogen. Mr. Thenray rolled a very cheeky 16. Okay, and here we are. Currently, as you all stand in the group, I'm going to go ahead and grade you as a group, so there's a curve. So you're not noticed. There is a brief moment where, Gwenora, you're currently like in an area where you can't really move without making a lot of noise. So your movement will bring you out of stealth. Will you stop biting me? Come on, be a good cat. All right.
So these are we seeing these guards?
You can, in fact, see all of them. The one you were speaking to was right over here. The one who is also in company was over here. But there are 4 new friends you have not seen before. Quit biting me. All right.
I'd like to look over to Thenray and sign in Thieves Can't. Which one?
He shrugs, indicating he has no clue.
Great. Do they look like they don't look like they're looking out for us or anything, right? They're just kind of there.
They're currently kind of just patrolling this little trail here.
Okay. But we're that close to them, right? Like if I talk, they'll hear me. Kind of thing?
Yeah, you'd want to keep it to a whisper.
Okay. Who am I? I guess I'm closest to Dust. I'd be like, I'd like to lean over to Dust really quick and like kind of motion him, and say like really quietly, like, he doesn't know where it is. We might have to disable all of them. I don't want to kill them though.
Ooh. You just see him kind of like shaking his head and kind of like nodding.
Okay. Are we all like kind of huddled together?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say this is where you're positioned is accurate.
Okay.
I may have an idea. I just to get close.
You can tell that these two are currently on elevated positions, where
Right.
everyone else is on the ground.
How far up?
I'll give you 15 feet.
Okay, so they're 15. So they're within range of a bow or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How far away? How far away are they from us at the moment?
It'll depend who you're talking to. Flood's maybe 10 feet away from you. Summerwind probably about 20. Tracks of Mud probably a good 30 solid. Nectar of the Sun is most likely. Let's see. With all that encompassed, I'd say maybe 45, 50 feet.
Can
Tabarin's the farthest from you. I can do that math, but I'm pretty sure it's over 60.
Mr. Stone, if you have any extra cloth, cloak, anything you're not using, I have an idea. Yes, it's going to require me to. Well, I might be able to get a few of them, not all of them, but maybe for the most part, we can half them, half the numbers in our favor.
Okay. I'm assuming I would have like a heavier coat for when it's colder.
I'd say sure.
Okay, cool. It's not like in my equipment, but part of my clothes, I guess.
I'd allow it.
Okay, cool. I'll give it to him. I'll hand it over. And then really quickly, can I have, this is all new to me. So as a tabaxi, I have, or as a insightful rogue, I have eye for detail. And it says I can use my bonus action to make a perception check to spot a hidden creature or object.
Sure.
I know he didn't quite describe it to me, but he described it as a weapon. Would I be able to look for any weapon that looks like that doesn't belong to them, or that they're just like stashing in a way that wouldn't be using it?
What an interesting question. Wow. I would imagine so. I'd like to go ahead and get eyes on it real quick. You're an intrigue?
Inquisitive. Inquisitive rogue, sorry.
Okay, and this is what is this? Eye for detail. When you make it, you can check spot bonus action for wisdom, spot hidden creature or object. Because you know what? In this case, I would allow it. Go ahead and make a perception check for it.
Cool. Oh, thank God. That's really good. Math is hard. 24.
24. You can just barely make out, and I'll tell you exactly what it looks like. There is a dagger that looks like it's a piece of jagged stone, and the blade has this kind of maze-like pattern on it with no discerning beginning or end. It is currently held by Nectar of the Sun.
I'll motion to Thenray and like point to Nectar and say he has it.
He signs back to you, need weapon, and points to Flood.
Like just to say that he's there?
That he needs a weapon and Flood has one.
I see. Okay.
He doesn't sign in Thieves' Camp, but all of you can gather the gesture for grab person, subdue them, and take.
Okay. I'll
looking over to Mr. Stone and to the group.
Yeah.
Whenever you attack that first one, I'll take care of the one up on the high ground. It looks like our friend here was pointing to him. Is there something important that one has?
We need to get the dagger from the man we were talking to earlier up there, and then he needs a weapon from him just in case. I'm gonna look back through. I say, "Don't kill," and I'll sign that to Thenray too. Don't kill.
He kind of looks frustrated, rolls his eyes, and he nods.
Okay. I'd like to sneak up behind. Is Flood facing me, or is he facing the opposite way?
No, he's facing the opposite direction. Should
Cool.
probably turn it that way.
I wanted to make sure. I'd like to sneak up behind Flood and do I have any weapon? I don't. I'll use. Yeah, I'd like to just like grab him with my hand around his face, and then like kind of like do like a hold like this too, and like bring him back into the forest or into the plants.
Interesting. Go ahead and make a grapple check. I'll say with advantage because you're currently stealthed.
Cool.
I'm going to.
That's a strength check. Is that what it'd be, or
it would be a strength check against his
Okay.
Actually,
like,
yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, let's go. I rolled a 16.
Okay. You successfully grab him and grapple in a way where he does not make noise. If you would like to move back to here, that is your action to do so.
Yeah, I'll do that.
What's step 2?
I'll bring him back towards the rest of the group and like kind of like motion to Fenray to take his weapon.
Fenray goes over and he removes a short sword pretty easily. He then is going to go ahead and also do a grapple check, and in this way he will restrain the Tabaxi. They force fled down onto the ground and disable him.
Okay. Does he have the dart on him, like a dart?
I'd say since we're not quite in combat yet, you can check on his person. He does in fact have a set of like a blowgun and 5 darts.
Okay.
Better be accurate.
Oh man. Well, I mean, if it's dexterity based.
Before we head on out, maybe I can summon Rune as an escape, or not as escape, as a distraction. I can summon him a bit away from us.
Fenray moves through the brush and climbs up on this ridge. Across, there's a vine that's connected between the 2 rocks. He stays hidden though.
Okay. I'm gonna keep an eye on.
Yeah.
But if I'm able to summon Rune, maybe away from us and just have him run.
Is like Flood still like awake? We're just like holding him down and keeping him quiet.
He's essentially been bound and gagged.
Okay, got it. That's good. Friends, ladies, we're going to try to take the leader, the one we talked to, but not harm the others. At least not kill them. We just need something from the leader, and then we can get out of here.
Okay. I should probably hang back then. I don't think I'm the most well equipped for this.
What do we do if they start fighting back?
Fight back, but leave them alive.
Okay.
I don't want them to think that we're here to kill them. I just want them to know we're trying to escape.
I can spare the dying. So
if that happens, wonderful. Yes, that would be great.
Okay.
But the idea is, we distract Dust. You can distract with the horse, leading them. I guess that would be if north is up, then leading them west. And as soon as we do, we have these darts, and we can shoot them at the leader and hopefully knock him out and take the dagger and leave.
We wait 10 minutes. Do we have 10 minutes time?
I don't know. Do they notice that Flood's gone? I mean, have you been cast? I thought you were casting this whole time, or you weren't?
I still am.
Okay, cool. I'm going to take the. Does it? I mean, I'm assuming I've seen a blow dart before.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna position myself over towards a little closer to where the ridges that Fenray is on. It's just one blow dart gun kind of thing, and then 5 darts. You said.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. I'll say before I leave. I'll say Dust. When it's ready, I'll use that as my signal to attack to hit with the dart. If you all see anything wrong happen, do what you do. Just don't kill them. Okay, let's do it. And I'll move over whilst Dust is finishing casting.
Alrighty.
Virgil.
Yep, he's
Oh! He's your shoulder cat now.
I guess so. He's definitely not happy about his predicament, but I think I don't know. You okay? You good? All right.
He looks comfy.
I don't think so. I think that you're going to hear a yelp from me pretty soon. Anyway. Oh, he's warm, though. He's kind of nice. It's like a neck pillow. Okay. I was trying to be quiet about that whole thing. I'm sorry, Stone. Would you mind repeating what's happening? I was a little distracted.
So I just said as soon as Dust casts the horse, I can't remember what the name of the spell, it would be that would be my signal to shoot with a blow dart to try to decapitate, incapacitate.
Goodness gracious.
the leader.
And I'm just
Ready.
going to have him spawn and just run towards, away from us, just to get their attention.
Okay. So, as the spell takes hold and runes appear, just as this tabaxi begins kind of like looking in the same direction, where do you want to put him, Flood? Or, wow, Flood. Dust?
Right there. And just have him run in the direction to Quiet Storm.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, yeah?
As this is all happening, I'm going to turn to Imogen and Grenora and just kind of whisper them, if you need to kill them, do it.
I'm obviously not hearing this, right?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say no.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Rune goes ahead and he makes his way down this little clearing and has the attention of all of them, all these kind of guards. Like, they immediately draw short bows and begin like aiming. Summer turns his back to where Stone Wind is located. At this point, I think it would be prevalent to roll initiative. Okay. Let's see what this cat does.
I was going to say, if I was holding the dart to shoot as soon as that happened, would I be able to get that off first or no?
I'll say yeah. With enough
Okay.
distraction, you can go ahead and make the attack with advantage.
I just want to shoot it at Nectar of the Sun, sorry.
Done deal. Hello, cat. You want to go down? You should go down.
Am I going to just add dexterity? Like, how does it work? What do you want me to do?
You wouldn't be proficient in, well, you would actually probably be proficient in this weapon, so you can add your dexterity plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh man.
The book that I need is down here.
Oh no.
No, it's very good. It's 22 to hit.
22 will hit. Okay. I'm
Cool.
in a predicament. 22 will hit, and you're hitting Nectar of the Sun. Let's go ahead and have a con save. Okay. Alrighty. The blow dart definitely hits him, and he kind of like rubs his thigh and like pulls it out, and he's like, "We're under attack!" Let's have everyone roll initiative, yeah?
Great.
Okie dokie.
That was a good shot.
Ooh.
That's appropriate. Not good.
Dice are really playing the part of this this curse that I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
I got a 1.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I also rolled a 1.
I rolled a 20.
Great.
I rolled a 12.
Oh, I'll roll for
Sorry, I'm being dumb. Sorry, who was 25 to 20?
Yeah.
Who got it?
The horse got 20.
Good for a rune. 19 to 15.
15.
15 for Imogen. Okay. And then, here we go. 14 to 10.
Oh, sorry. I got 12.
There it is. I thought I heard
Sorry.
it.
Yep.
Oh, he's back on his perch. I'm going to go ahead and quickly grab the book I need before. Oh,
Oh, look at him.
oh
He's so brave.
oh gosh, I got it. You are 8 times the trouble. You know what? You're worth the trouble. But
Aw.
frankly, this could be very dangerous for you. What if you jumped on that table? How many things would break if you did that? My wife, co-watching the stream in the other room, is freaking out. Alrighty. And I believe that would lead Dust at the very bottom of initiative.
And me. I rolled a natural 1 plus 3 for initiative.
Okay,
So
so
4
then-
total.
Stone Wind, and then Dust. Good God. At the top of initiative, we have all the people. Nectar of the Sun's first move here is he is going to go incapacitado. He drops down after failing his con save. Damn, that should be powerful. Next up, Phalos is going to go ahead and move his full range movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, but not before making an acrobatics check. He's going to go over that line. 17 will do it. That's about as far as he gets. Next up would be Tap of Rain. He's probably going to shoot at the horse, honestly. So let's go ahead and... Hey. That is... Where is it? Here we are. 16 to hit. That is 6 points of piercing damage.
Rune is still standing.
Quiet Storm will go ahead and, well, actually, it's going to go ahead and take a second attack with its short bow. That'll be 22. Another 6 points of damage. Hello there, Virgil. How are you doing today?
Still
My
standing.
God.
No, not of the. Ah! I'm sorry for all those listening. He is now on my book. I'd imagine this is what it's like to get Find Familiar just right. You just.
No, mine's good.
His little tail.
Very brave jump of you, Virgil. Don't do that again. That sucked. I'm sorry about blowing out your ears. Quiet Storm is going to go ahead and do his next series of attacks. Let me go ahead and just give me the dice I need to roll. Here we go. 2 attacks with a short sword. That is a 22 and a 16. Do both hit? Okay. That will be 15 points of damage total. Summer Wind is going to go. Is that horse still not dead?
No, it's dead. It poofed.
Oh, good. Alrighty. Summer Wind is going to use his action to make a perception check. 19 plus, how good is your perception? Boy, you're dummy thick with the perception. That's going to be 23. I'll say that beats your 22 stone, so he'll be able to see the entire party and point them out to Tracks of Mud. Tracks of Mud will go ahead and move in over here and go ahead and take 2 shots with his short bow.
Bring it.
That is going to be a 16 and a 24. Damage ends up to be total of 13.
That was to me, I'm assuming.
Yes, sir, Mr. Stone.
All right.
Summer,
Ouch.
yeah. He can't. Oh, he's stuck there, isn't he? Damn. Okay. Next up, we have Quiet Storm went, Tap of Rain went, Hector's Sun is out, Tracks of Mud went, Summer Wind went, Flood is incapacitated. Okay, we start with Imogen. Imogen, you're here. What would you like to do?
Can I get to Quiet Storm from where I am and attack?
That's a good question, actually. Let's see. So you're about here. Yeah, about here. About where the hell were you? Let's see about here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Absolutely, you can.
Okay, great. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to hit him with my great axe.
I do want to ask, are you raging currently?
Oh, I thought that was
Rage.
a bonus, so I had to
You
do
can.
it.
You
Yeah.
can break it up, though. You can go movement, bonus action, 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 bonus action,
Oh.
movement. Yeah.
Well, learn something new. Yes, I am absolutely raging.
Excellent.
Raging.
Raging.
Draging.
Can we get the hashtag raging trending?
Yes, please.
I love it.
Alrighty. Go ahead and swing.
Okay. That's going to be 25.
25 will fucking hit. Hello there. Do you got the zoomies? 25 will hit. What is the damage?
It is 21, and then what I add from the rage, I add 2.
Wait a minute. So you rolled a d12
Yes.
for damage, and you got 21?
A d12 plus 2.
Mm-hmm. So what'd you roll the d12?
I don't, because I hit it on my D&D Beyond, so
Sure.
it's 7 plus 12 plus 2.
Plus 12 plus 2? That
A great axe is a d12 plus 2.
That's correct, yeah.
Where did the 7 come from?
That's a
I
good
don't-
question. If you rolled a 7 on your d12, yeah?
I'm
Yeah,
assuming
click-
that's what it is.
Okay.
Click the 1d12 plus 2. That'll give you the number.
Do you want me to send you a picture of it? I'm not making it up.
No, I'm not. It's not. I'm trying to think of like how you get to that number because you have a
Okay.
d12, you have plus 2 to strength, and then you have plus 2 to rage. Highest you could go would be 16.
Okay. Well, I'll just do it manually then. Or
Alright.
I can hit it again. I don't know why it's okay. Okay, 7 plus 2 plus 2 is 9.
7 plus 2 is 9, plus 2 again is
11.
11. I gotcha. No. Alrighty. Done deal. You swipe into the You swipe into with a great axe and you almost cleave off. Hello, Virgil. You cleave off nearly half of this to Baxy's arm. You got a second attack too.
Oh, awesome. Well, let's go for the great axe again.
Okay.
16.
16 will hit, and the damage.
Okay, and the damage. That's going to be 13.
13. Okay. Second time swinging, you go ahead and cross him against the midsection, and he begins to kind of double back, grabbing himself, trying to keep his innards in. Bonus. Well, you've done your action, your bonus action, your movement. I'm going to say I think that's the end of turn. All right.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Gwenora. Gwenora, what's the plan?
Yes. Okay, so I think that I'm gonna Sacred Flame over to Summerwind.
Okay, go ahead and do so.
All right. Oop. That's a 9.
9 does not hit. Sacred Flame
Oh,
goes
sorry.
wide.
Oh, wait, sorry, that was damage. I rolled. So mine, it's wait, it's 1 second. So it says for me that the hit is like dexterity 14. So do I have to have a dexterity of 14?
It's a save.
Oh,
That's a save. I had you roll for it. I'm dumb. He rolled a natural 20.
Oh, well, okay.
I'm sorry.
You're distracted by Kitty.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so okay, well, it would have been 9 damage then, but I guess it's nothing.
I'm sorry. Do you want to move? Do you have a bonus action like to do?
Let me take a little peep over here. Hold on. Sorry. My bonus actions are surprisingly complicated.
Yes.
You know, I don't think I do.
Okay. Then next up we have Stone Wind.
Great. So there's this guy in front of me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to take the dart and jam it into his neck.
Interesting. I would treat it like as though you were hitting with a dagger. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay, so like dexterity based?
Yeah, I'll say this is dexterity based.
Okay, cool.
It's like an unarmed strike.
Okay. Oh. All right. Unarmed strike?
Yeah.
Not great. 12.
12 does not hit. He sees you load this dart in your hand, and he like sideswipes you on the hand with like with a quick glance at the pommel of his short sword. Bonus action or movement.
Yes. I will. Sorry. Okay. So I'm going to, as a bonus action, I'm going to use Insightful Fighting. It says as a bonus action, you can make an insight check against a creature you can see that isn't incapacitated, contested by the target's deception check. If you succeed, you can use your sneak attack against the target, even if you don't have advantage on the attack roll, but not if you have disadvantage for 1 minute.
Alrighty.
Inquisitive rogue. So insight, and then you do deception. Oh, it's okay. I didn't roll that great anyway. It's only 11.
Well, let's go ahead and roll deception. Let's roll deception anyway. Incredible. That's you really have nothing? 7.
Yes. Cool. And then with that, I'm going to actually, do I have because I have so because of the mobile feat, because I made a melee attack, I can leave his without leave him without provoking an opportunity. So I'm just going to run kind of like past him to the other side of the thing. Yeah.
Want to get about there? A little further?
Yeah. I would like to go into the trees, like on the other side.
Done deal. Okay. I think that's everything that you've got.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Next up, we have
I
Dust
used the
himself.
most.
So what I want to do is I want to cast a movable object on the cloak and run up and misty step up to Tap of Rain and wrap him around it.
Can you Misty Step all the way 60 feet over there?
I would run my 30 feet and then do it.
Done deal. Okay. I'll say that you can bonus action to Misty Step there, and then you ritually casted that immovable object onto the cloak, correct?
No, that's just a spell. That's what I'm asking you. I'm asking you, is that doable? Is that all doable in the same turn?
You can cast it on the immovable object on his coat, but I mean it's going to be a different thing once to like get it around Tap of Rain. I would call that an action.
Okay, so I'm just gonna stay. I'm gonna stay where I'm at, and I'm just gonna cast a movable object.
Prepare to. So you ready? Nothing personal, kid.
I'm just gonna no. I'm just gonna stay where I was. I'm not gonna Misty Step. Yeah.
Done deal. So then we'll keep you right here where Flood was.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna move closer to Gwenora. Maybe hide behind that giant plant-looking thing.
Okay, done deal. Next up, we go back to the top. So you cast immovable objects on the cloak. You moved. No bonus action. Anything else you want to do?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, then we go to the top of the initiative. Tap of Rain is going to go ahead and provide some aerial support by shooting at Imogen twice with a short bow. Incredible. That's a 9 and a 23. The 23 will hit for a total of 4 damage, reduced for you to 2. So you only take 2 damage from the arrow that hits. Quiet Storm is going to go ahead and hit twice with his short sword. Fun fact is, I just dropped my dice. I have to follow my own rule. Okay. That's 16 to hit for a total of 5 damage, reduced to 2 once again. Next, Summerwind is absolutely going to follow Stonewind over to here, and he's going to go ahead and take him out with 2 short sword strikes. That is a 15 and a 21. The total damage is 15.
Right.
Nectar of the Sun is out. Oh, Tracks of Mud. Summerwind would have, yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, I can put you there.
Of course.
Alrighty, now I got to do these individual because he has advantage on both. That is incredible. 12. Does that hit?
Nope.
Holy shit,
God.
with initiative and still didn't do it. And both of them are 16s for 21. Damage will be 5 slashing.
I'm gonna use Uncanny Dodge.
Okay.
So how much was the total? Sorry, originally.
The original,
Yeah.
that would have been 5 damage for that the only hit that made it.
So I'll have it to
2.
2. Got it.
I was right.
I should have done it before. I forgot I had that.
Thalos is going to go on over to Nectar, and he's going to use his action to grab the dagger. What's the plan here, buddy? There we go. Okay. Thalos is moved. All the Tabaxi have gone. The next up is Imogen.
I've been pretty successful with the Great Axe, so I think I'm going to continue to do that. So let's see.
You can reckless attack if you want to try to get advantage on those rolls, but they get advantage on you too.
Well, I just
If they
rolled
live.
a 25, so
Oh, well.
I think if I know they're a little closer to dead, I'll consider it. So 25.
25 will hit.
And then I rolled an 11 plus 2 is 15.
Okay. Yeah, that'll do it. Do you want this non-lethal or lethal?
Oh, right. I made a promise, didn't I?
You can make it non-lethal.
I'm gonna make it non-lethal.
Okay.
But I'm going to tie him up against the dead horse that he killed.
The horse is gone, right?
No, the horse poofed. Yeah, the horse went back to the fair.
Oh no! He was still there just a second ago.
Wild. Just wild.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tie him up, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna spare your life. But next time you're going to the glue factory with horse.
You strike him and then hit him with the flat, knocking him out cold. I'll say you can use your bonus action to go ahead and wrap rope around his wrists.
Okay.
So that's. Do you want to move, or do you want to stay there?
No, I'm just gonna stay there.
Sounds good. Next up, we have Gwenora.
Yes. Let's see here. So we've got flood. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna run over to flood.
Oh,
Wait, what's happening with flood?
he's
bound and gagged.
incapacitated. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But it's a repositioning. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna once again try my sacred flame over to Summerwind.
Okay, I'll make my dex save. That's a 6 plus. He's Dexy. 3, but 8, 9's not going to do much.
No. All right. So sacred flame damage. What we get this time? That's an 11.
Okay, 11 points of damage done to, which is that, Summerwind?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Summer wind and sacred flame sound like candle scents.
Yes. Oh wow.
Quiet storm.
Imbuing your hand with the Everlight's power, you fire it through the brush and strike directly into the back of Summerwind. Bonus action to movement.
I'm gonna run right up behind Summerwind. And that's where I will leave Gwenora's turn.
You could probably get there with all the movement that you've already expended.
I can.
You can get it right about here.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll go to there.
Alrighty.
That's fine.
Cool. Then next up we have Stonewind. Stonewind and Summerwind.
Don't like the way this looks. I'm going to turn around to, is it Track of Mud? Is that what it is?
Tracks of Mud, yeah.
Tracks of Mud. I'm going to go around and make another, with the dart that's still in my hand, make a melee attack
Go for it.
with it. I guess it would be an unarmed strike. Probably not. Nope, that's not. It's 11.
11 does not hit. They're like, oh shit, that's the thing. And they keep knocking it out of your hand.
I'm not good with strength. I'm going to bonus action.
Is he?
No, that doesn't count, I guess. I was looking at 2-weapon fighting, but I don't know. I don't think that accounts for unarmed strikes, right?
No, not unless
Yeah, that's
you're
only
a monk.
monks. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, I'm gonna do the take the dodge action or dodge. Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action dodge or not dodge. Sorry, disengage.
Engage.
And I'm
Gotcha.
gonna run back across towards where Gwenora is. Yeah, and just be like, thanks for the help.
Hey, you're welcome.
And I just like, look at this dart like, damn this thing.
That's an attack. That's disengage. That's movement. I think you're done.
Yeah, I'm good.
Alrighty. Mr. Dust, regale me.
I'm going to run closer up to where Imogen is, Misty step up there and wrap Tap of Rain in the cloak that Mr. Stone gave me. And just like tighten it around him so he can't see. But mainly wrap it around his head. Like his face is where I wanted to do it.
Okay. You've got the drop on him. Just make a dexterity check with advantage. 16. You're able to wrap and successfully incapacitate Tap of Rain.
Can I push him off the cliff?
Jeez. Well, no, you can't because there's an immovable object on his head. So it's
but
restraining. Wait, what?
I'm
you can?
allowed to move it. Yeah, I'm allowed. I designate who can move it.
I would say it was your action to wrap it around him. To push him would be an additional action or bonus
That's
action.
fine. I'm going to push him next turn.
Okay. Top of the round, we have the Tabaxi boys doing their thing. Tracks of Mud is going to go ahead and go 5, 10.
The Tabaxi.
5, 10, 15, 20. And let's go ahead and do all the fun stuff to Gwenora this time.
Yay.
That is going to be a 20 and a 16 to hit. The total damage will be 9 plus 4. 9 plus 5. Why can't I do this? 14.
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
That'll be 5. Imogen is so out in the open. I can't not. Yeah, I'm going to do it. 5, 10, 15, 20. Let's go ahead and do another round of attacks with Imogen. Oh, no. Very good. Natural 20 and a 4. So disappointment and less. Okay. That would be 6 plus 3 is 9, reduced in half to 4 points of slashing damage. Let's see, when I win, I lose. Let's see, Tap of Rain is going to go ahead and make that strength check to get out of the invisible object, which is a 12 plus 0.
Does it work?
He's checking the DC.
Oh.
Logan?
Oh, sorry. Who was hitting me?
He's not hitting at all. He's using his strength check to get out of
my
there.
bad.
You're good.
My bad. No, does not work.
Damn it. Okay. Thalos is going to go ahead and use his bonus action to grab the blow dart off him, and he's going to go ahead and hit Summer Wind. Let's see if he can do. That's probably a range too far for him. He could probably hit Tracks of Mud though. So yeah, that'll do it. He's going to go ahead and hit Tracks of Mud. Tracks of Mud makes a con save, and he kind of rubs the area where he got hit, and he's like, oh no. We now move on to Imogen. It's your go.
Yeah, I'm not too happy about Summer Wind coming for me, so
But he smells lovely.
yeah, I keep on thinking of that Seal song, Kissed by a Rose. That's the song that's in my head, reading the names of all these characters.
And it's the song that I play in my head as your rage kills people.
Exactly. It's a very romantic, gentle rage. I'm gonna say
Killing me softly.
I'm gonna keep doing the Great Axe.
Cool.
And that was an 8, so I'm gonna go again.
Are you doing any of these reckless or just reckless?
No.
Would mean you'd have to get okay. Then your second attack.
24.
24 will hit. Yes.
And then 4 plus 2 is 8.
Mm-hmm.
And then, do I do it one more time?
No, you just get 2 attacks at this level.
Okay.
You go ahead and you swipe. He dodges past the first one, but you go ahead and swing at the midsection and embed it into his hip, and he kind of cries out, "Wow!"
Sounds like a burp I did earlier.
Yeah. That is your action. Do you want to move, or do you have a bonus action you'd like to take?
No,
Good.
I'm gonna stand my ground.
All right. Then next up we have Gwenora.
Yes. Let's see. Well, since Tracks of Mud is right in front of me, I'm gonna Warhammer.
Okay. Go ahead and roll with advantage.
Ooh, okay. Thanks for the advantage. 10.
10.
10.
With advantage?
Yeah, the other one was a 5.
Ooh.
Wow. As the Warhammer swings, he just barely gets out of range of it as it clears his midsection. But you do notice that he begins to, like, his movement becomes similar to yours was earlier. It begins to stop and become tough to, he can't move anymore.
Okay.
Bonus action or movement?
Still no. I'm good. I'll stay here.
Good stuff. Next up, Stone Wind.
Seeing that Tracks of Mud is handled, I'm gonna take the actual blow dart with the blowgun with the blow dart and fire one at Summer Wind.
Okay.
Across the way.
Fire at him.
Cool. Damn it. You said I am proficient at tech. It's plus
Yeah.
5. It's a 9 to hit. It's not gonna hit.
9 does not hit. You've lost one of your darts.
Great. So I have like
4
3
remaining.
left.
Oh,
3 because I hit the other guy.
3.
Yeah. Then I'm just going to. I'm gonna move. I know what I'm gonna move on the other side of Tracks of Mud to give Gwenora some help. Yeah, there we go.
Good stuff. Next up, we have Dust. Dust, do you want to push him?
Yeah. So with the spell, I can also set a password. I'm just going to have the password be wind.
Okay.
So as I shove him over and he goes into this and he gets into the air, when he's 5 feet away from me, hanging over the edge, I'm just gonna say wind, so it stops him, so he's frozen, like hanging from there up in the air.
I will successfully do it. As he's stuck there, he's kind of like incapacitated, like kind of grasping at it. You can't tell if he's being suffocated or not from just being stuck there and immobilized and with something potentially on his windpipe, but he is stuck in the air.
Oh, at least now if you die, it's not because of me. And then I'll Misty and then I'll just start let's see. Dust will stay up there and kind of get just to kind of watch over everything to see what he can do.
Okay.
He'll stay up there and watch.
Brings us back to Summer Wind. Summer Wind is going to go ahead and attack Imogen. All the things. Terrible roll. I rolled 2 5s. I rolled 2 5s for both the attacks. He doesn't hit.
I
Yeah.
have to ask, how high up are myself and Taparain on this cliff?
Taparain is 50. It's about 15 feet from the ground. You're 20 feet.
Okay.
For the lower ground. Okay.
When Summer Wind misses, I go da 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 da.
Baby.
Chills go down Dust's spine.
We are not sponsored by Seal. Shit, whose fucking turn is it? Fenray. Fenray, let's go ahead and have him do another shot with the low dart. Hey, there we go. And let's go ahead and have someone roll a con save. Natural 1. And so as we end the end of initiative here, sadly there are no details of the demise, but as Summerwind gets stuck, he's like, it hit me like a kiss from a rose.
No.
Yeah, I kind of hate myself for it too, but that's the end of
Yelling over to Stone, Mr. Stone, that cloak wasn't. You weren't attached to that cloak, were you?
I can afford another one.
Just...
I can afford another one. Sorry.
Fair enough.
Fenray comes over. He comes back down the vineway and climbs back down. He says, "Well, that was easier than I thought it would be."
Wait, what?
On the cliff, by the way.
Yes.
Then Ray said that? It's time you come clean, friend.
It's easier to make connections with prisoners if the only thing that they share in common is the need to escape. I figured if we had a conversation, we wouldn't have enough time to break free. Now that we have all that time available, we can freely speak.
I'll draw my rapier, just put it by my side.
We're all
Speak
friends here.
quickly.
I apologize. I was cooperating with my contact in Hupperduke on an intricate design that they have being made for our armies. The Kryn Dynasty and the Dwindolian Empire are fighting. I don't know what side of the arrangement you are on, but we were both all just prisoners here, and we have that shared experience. I came across something on my travels, something that I needed to secure and properly dispose of, and I tried to take a shortcut here through the Savilirwood, and that went very poorly for me. The Night Black Clan found me almost immediately. I've been in a drugged stupor for a number of days, only recently getting free of it a few hours ago.
Is he lying?
Make an insight check.
Oh, that's cocked. Okay, not great. 14.
If he's definitely omitting certain details, there might be things that he's trying to dodge around, or things that he said that he's showing more. He's putting more emphasis on certain things rather than outright telling you certain portions of his story.
I'm assuming we're leaving this area, like we're not like sticking around where they're like unconscious, frozen on the ground.
If you guys would like to leave, then you guys can go ahead and follow down that trail where it led.
What is your business now?
Well, honestly, I'd like to go back home. Roshana needs the information I was able to secure, and I have good news to provide them with that will help them with the war efforts. So getting back home is really my only major goal at this point. I do have, I am a bit sidetracked by this though. And he pulls out the dagger that he has with like the endless maze inscribed on the hilt of it. It says, I came across this and I'm very ill-equipped to basically handle it. I was hoping to make my way all the way to Jorhas with it, but sadly that wasn't an option. It was the reason I was able to be caught. I suspect that it did not want me as its owner.
May I see it?
He considers it for a moment, like tapping the pommel against. He says,
I'll pull out both of my daggers. Perhaps I'm more equipped.
what I mean is, it's an unusual relic from a very long ago age, and I very much don't understand it, but it speaks to you. It speaks to you in a way that people don't typically speak in. It's like a worm in your mind. It just digs into your thoughts.
That's okay. I'm not people.
I will make this agreement with you. You're welcome to this fancy dagger, and you seem like a well enough lad to know how to dispose of such things. I'm myself only a meager spy and have no need of troublesome artifacts. If I let you have this, will I be allowed to go freely? As we both have gotten out of a situation where we were incarcerated and are now free. We have that bond, plus we leave on good terms. I get my freedom, you get a shiny new relic.
I tell you what, leave behind the blow darts in case you decide to follow us. Give me the darts, and you are free to go. If we see you again, you may not be so free anymore, because then we would have known that you lied.
Well, perhaps, but I would call you a friend if you ever found your way into the Kryn dynasty.
A friend is always good to have, as long as we never see you in this wood again. A friend is a friend.
I'm leaving as soon as I can. You may take a look at this if you so will. And he hands you over the dagger.
Dust will Misty step down. Do you want me to identify that one? I can tell you what it is. Just give me a few minutes.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
While he's identifying, I'd like to go back and get all the blow dart guns and everything from the others.
Sure. You were able to get a total of 8 darts. You have 3 blow
already.
darts. Yeah, you have 3 already, so
11.
a total of 11. You have the blow darts themselves. The blow darts themselves have a DC of 16 in order to resist the paralysis that lasts for a single hour.
Okay.
Mr. Dust, as Fenray goes ahead and waves goodbye, says, "A pleasure meeting you all. Thank you all for helping. If you're ever in the Kryn Dynasty, look me up. The Thalis family would be happy to receive any people who are friends to the dens." And he, with a flourishing bow, leaves. Dust. Currently, this dagger allows someone to speak, read, and write abyssal. You get a +1 bonus attack on damage rolls made with this magic weapon. And immediately after you make a ranged attack with this weapon, it returns to your hand. And whenever you're using this weapon, the blade remembers the creature's appearance. While holding the dagger, you can use an action to change your form to match any humanoid the blade remembers. Your statistics and other size don't change. The equipment you are wearing or carrying isn't transformed. You can revert to your true appearance as an action. You revert to your true appearance automatically when you die. And it looks like it is something that requires attunement.
Mr. Stone, looking at this dagger, I believe this would be something that I think you'd want to hold on to. Something that would allow you not only to speak another language, an odd language, but also you can throw it, and I believe it comes back to you. It seems to have a magic handler need.
I do like when things come back. Except that guy. But still. Sure, may I take it back?
By all means, I think it should belong to you. Though it might whisper to you occasionally. Just be aware.
I can get lonely. do you both mind if I take it? Is that okay?
Yeah, have it.
Imogen, you seem to like the bigger weapons a little bit more, and Gwenora, you seem to fare plenty on your own without a weapon.
I try.
I mean, I think the blow darts are kind of cool, but
I'd be happy to give you some. I took them to share so we could each have some.
okay. Yeah.
Again, subtle but not subtle. I'll hand out make sure everybody has one of the blow dart guns, and let's see, there's 4 of us, sorry. I only have 11, so I'll give everybody 2, and then I'll take the extras since I'm proficient in it. But so everybody gets a dart and 2. I'm sorry, what?
No, go ahead.
Everybody gets a blowgun and 2 darts, and then I think that leaves and then that leaves me with 1 extra, so I have 3.
Dust will raise his hand. No, I don't need any of those. I have my own ways.
Are you sure?
Yes, take as many as you. You seem so finesse with them. I could not even imagine my lack of talents with it.
Gwenora?
I can make a spiritual weapon, so I don't really need something I can throw. But
Oh no, it's the blow darts.
Oh, no.
The paralyzing one. Okay.
No.
Sure, more for us, Imogen. So then I'll give you, since I have the dagger, I'll give you 6 and I'll take 5 for the darts.
I think that sounds fair.
Of course.
It is getting quite late in the day. If you guys would like to pursue through the Savilirwood at night, you're welcome to. Otherwise, you're welcome to take a long rest in the camp where the tabaxis are. Or you can make your own camp elsewhere if you don't want to be close by to them. And I do not...
I would recommend we leave their range of perception for a while. They might not be too happy with us tomorrow.
Especially that one. Pointing to the one that's still hanging.
It's still hanging in me. How long does that last?
It lasts an hour, or until he wants to make a strength check to try to get out of it.
He has been making them.
Okay.
And he has consistently been failing at them.
Before everybody kind of disperses or we start walking by, and he says about Dust kind of kneels down everybody, and you see You see this you see him kind of grunt a little bit, but you see this like purple, like almost like a portal kind of come out towards his chest, and you see this white hand come out. And he says, "This is about earlier. To be honest, I don't know what it is. I don't know where it is. I just know that earlier when I said I was feeling heavy, this," and the hands slowly starts pulling back. "This seems as if like something is squeezing inside of me. Something is either I don't know if it's trying to get out. I don't know if it's trying to stay in. I don't know what it's doing."
Have you
And
been to the bathroom recently?
that is, yes, that is mighty how I know how healthy I am. I base my health off my uses. But
What's the D&D equivalent to Pepto-Bismol?
Nernroot? I don't fucking know.
That's good. That was good on the fly, though.
Most of this is by the seed of my plants. That map didn't exist 5 minutes ago.
Fair.
So he continues and he says, this is something that affects each of my siblings has something akin to myself. I have this spiritual evil, or whatever you want to call it, hand that is inside of me. Occasionally I'll hear voices telling me things are trying to kill me, things are after me, and it lasts for sometimes a couple hours, sometimes it lasts a few days. I don't know. And I just, it's not, I'm sorry that it wasn't I don't mean to bring you into this, but this is the reason why I'm going to the ruins. There are people there that may be after who or what this is, and I need to know more.
So, have you noticed that when you get these feelings, is it more of a premonition or just anxiety and nothing really follows up with it?
There are, at first it's a physical feeling, and then there will be visions. I'll see it's similar. It looks like our world, but gray. There's no color, there's no sound, there's nothing. It's cold. It's I don't know how else to explain it. It's death is the best term I can think of, and that is as much as I know. And I've come to find out that all of my siblings have something to this. I don't know what it is they experience themselves, but this is mine, and this is our curse. I just know there are others after it, and I need to get rid of them. I need to save my siblings. I need to learn more about this. Maybe perhaps learn to destroy it. I was hoping, Miss Gwenora, that removing the curse of the lycanthropy would do the same thing, but nothing.
I think it's safe to say that you didn't bring us into anything. I think we got into this together, and whatever we all brought with us is just baggage for the ride. Thank you for sharing, though. That's unnerving, to say the least.
I felt I had no choice. It came up and everything changed, and I don't. There's a reason I don't particularly get close to anyone, and I figured we're going to be together for a while, and the more you know, it might be easier.
Well, I don't think I have anything I can do. I wish I could. I just don't think I have like a spell that can help.
Do any clerics? No. Do you know of anyone that could have maybe something more powerful?
I don't know. I mean, I can bless you, but I think that's about it.
I don't know if that's going to be the one thing that does it, but you can try. See if it works. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, anything at this point.
Okay, well, I guess I'll go ahead and cast Bless on Dust.
Okay.
just for the hell of it.
Why not? We're gonna sleep anyway.
That is
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, we're gonna sleep anyway. Why not use the spell slot?
Bless him if you got him.
Priests in the D&D world who can perform some sort of exorcism.
I literally just watched The Exorcist last night.
Okay.
Force it. Mr. Dust, make a wisdom saving throw and you may add a d4 to it.
$18.
18. After being blessed, you do not feel the curse itself lift from you, but you have naturally gotten better on this on your own. With the light of the Everlight of Raya upon you, you feel that this portal close up and the symptoms of your curse, whatever it may be, abate, if only temporarily. The feeling of dread that this force will kill you has gone, and you have regained regular rolls back on your saving throws.
You see Dust's face kind of like light up a little bit and smiles and says, I don't know if that fixed it, but I definitely, thank you, Miss Gwenora. That definitely makes things feel better.
I'm glad I can help.
Oh, so are you guys continuing on the path, or would you like to go ahead and take a rest for the night?
How far have we gone away from where those tabaxi were?
You can get a distance. Even using the goggles, you can follow the trail out a ways, maybe about a mile or so, until you can find a small little encampment to make camp at.
Well, friends, what do you think? Find a good tree, nestle up next to it? Well, maybe not the trees, considering.
Maybe not here. Well, do you want your cloak back, or just leave it?
The cloak?
Your cloak, yes. Wait the time.
I'm okay.
Then
Thank you.
I presume we should go.
I've got a coat myself already, so. Yeah, I mean, if it gets late enough, I think, yeah, maybe we should find a place to stay, or at least a nice little nook in the ground.
Bye.
Dust is going to also investigate the bodies, just to see.
Oh, before we
sure.
left.
Yeah.
Before you leave, go ahead and make an investigation check.
9.
They look to be just traders, hunters.
No, I like coins. I want to grab
Oh,
or whatever they have on them.
They actually don't carry currency on them. They're purely a clan of people who live within the forest, so actual money doesn't really matter to them. There's a number of skins. You could probably find short swords and short bows among each of them, along with bows and arrows as well. Each of them have on leather armor, which you're welcome to take. But nothing more of significance beyond the blow darts and the darts themselves that were already previously lifted.
As far as the armor, Imogen, are you wearing armor?
Not a lot.
Would one of these leather armors help you?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking to make sure, because I know I have some leather, but I don't know.
Are you? Is it equipped? Like, is it checked that you're wearing it?
She doesn't have any.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'll take some.
Okay. The leather armor is 11 plus your dex modifier is now your new AC.
Great.
I'm gonna grab.
Does that bring it up from 11 a little bit?
Yes.
Okay, good.
How many skins and leather armor can I take?
You could probably grab. I mean, it's a matter of carrying the armor, which I mean, it's like carrying like clothing. So in theory, you could grab them all. Could you carry them indefinitely for a while? Probably not. Safely, maybe you can disperse the skins amongst your group. Take about 4 or 5 of them. The leather armor depends if they're wearing it or not.
I'll leave the armor, but I'll take the skins.
Done deal. You can add 5 skins. Roughly, each of them are worth about 4 gold.
I have studded leather, so I think you guys can keep one and sell one, I guess, or I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think we're giving one to Imogen to wear, which is going to help, hopefully. And I think the rest of us are good with armor. I think he was just more concerned about finding something to sell.
Despite being a wizard, costs a lot.
Understandable.
From here, you wanted to go further down away from this area so you can find camp, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're able to do so. Someone can make a survival check for me.
I've got +3.
Go ahead, I'll assist you.
Okay.
So you do it at advantage.
13 for my roll.
From what you can find, there is a small little embankment among trees that look relatively off the path and in an area of safety where you guys begin to make your camp. Is anyone staying up for watch?
I can make the first watch.
Dust brings out his wire, and you see him start setting up outside.
How far around does that go?
I'll check. 30 feet. Oh, it's 20-foot cube. So it makes 20-foot cube.
Cool. And then I'll take the first watch after everybody settles in.
Okay. Some time passes, and after a while, with the blade in hand, you may we actually have a name for this, by the way, and you can go ahead and write it into your notes because naming things are cool. It is the Blade of Broken Mirrors.
Blade of Broken Mirrors?
Yes. And as you have finally attuned to it, you finally hear, hello, is there someone new? No, down here in your hand. Next, yep. No, not your hand. The actual dagger.
I'm holding it in my hand.
Yes, it's me.
Yes.
Hello. Hi there. No need. It's not like a can and a line. It's you can put some distance. I can still hear you. Here, throw me at that tree over there, just for a lark. Come on, it'll be fun.
Okay.
As you do so, it embeds itself into the trunk. He's like, see, clear as day, you can hear me. It appears back in your hand.
Shit.
Yes. Lots of neat little things we're going to be doing. So good. The last one was a drab. I can't describe to you what it's like to have all this potential, this power based on someone who's so narrow-minded. What introductions, I suppose. You go first. What's your name?
I'm Stonewind.
Stonewind.
Yes.
Both immovable and constantly moving. Paradox. I love it.
I like it as well.
Yes. You will may address me, myself, as Ragazu. Or
Ragazu.
Raga. Or Zoo.
Raga.
Yeah, either one's fine. You can even go in the middle there. Go a little different.
Agaz.
Yes.
Agaz.
Agaz, how are you? Oh, see, we're going to be chums in no time.
I think I like you, Raz. Raga.
Any one of them will work. Razagu is my name.
Razagu.
Yeah. Oh, Ragazu. I'm sorry.
Ragazu.
I flipped that all around. Ragazu is my name, though.
Have you been drinking?
I'm just awake alone at night, talking to my dagger.
Now, we can speak to each other telepathically. And
okay, so nobody's hearing.
A few things off the bat. You are going to know Abyssal now. You can read, write, and speak it. That's just a bonus that comes with having the dagger itself. I'll always come back to you. Our relationship is something of, a commitment, one would say. You and I have to always be having each other's backs. You throw me and I'll always come back. And if I throw you, well, then hopefully you come back to me.
Me?
That's a little humor, Stone. Come on. We're going to be friends, aren't we? We're going to do a lot of interesting things. We're going to see chaos everywhere we go.
I do like a little chaos.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, Stone. What is the big picture in all this? What do you want out of life?
You know, eventually I think I'd like to get to a point where I can relax after a while. But in the meantime, I do find enjoyment in disrupting the noble class, as it were, the ruling class. I'm sure, like you said, you like a little chaos.
Oh, absolutely. Stacking everything on top of each other is only fun if you get to push it down every once in a while.
Absolutely.
I only understand that these rules are truly meant to make people feel safe just for a time, but really, chaos is ever moving. If anything ever stays there for enough time, it's just by accident. We have to instigate the movement part. Life is this ever churning thing, and I feel the need to be the vortex in the center of it all. And I think that you are going to be the eye of the storm that helps spin that little storm around.
I'm going to do my best.
Excellent. No, I wish to know everything there is about you, Stone. I want to know where your principles lie, where your heart's true interests are, and frankly, who are these other people that you're traveling with? I can sense them, but I can't. It is through you that my channel works purely.
Well, they're new to me as well, but they're good people.
Oh, you trust them?
Willing to do what's necessary to get through whatever trouble we're in, and I'm growing to like them quite a lot. I think you'll like them as well.
Useful, you would say?
Well, useful, of course, but that's not the goal here for me, at least.
Well, you don't trust them, do you?
No. I trust them well.
Really?
Traveling with them, I think they can be more than just useful, but maybe friends.
Interesting. Friends. Trust. Interesting concepts all along.
Yes.
Well,
chaos may be fun, but without something to ground you in it, you just become part of the chaos.
Dependables are important. Yes, I full-heartedly believe that you will need someone which you can always lean on. Someone who you can tap on the shoulder and say, you go ahead and you take care of this portion for me and I'll help you on later. You know, someone who would truly die for you, if you understand my meaning.
Yes, yeah, of course I understand the meaning of your metaphorical, figurative phrase at the end there.
Excellent. Well, we've got a lot of decisions to make going forward, and honestly, it's important you make those decisions. Otherwise, other people will make those decisions for you. But
of course,
we have time enough to get to know one another. So it's going to be a long night. Why don't we just talk? And that's where we're going to end the session.
Real quick. Hey, so we got a really big Twitch raid while this was happening.
Wow.
Yeah, the DM layer brought in 50 viewers.
Wow.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Yeah, I didn't.
Hi, everyone.
It happened a while ago. I didn't tell you.
Oh, wow.
Cool. Hi there, everyone. Nice to meet everyone. Wow, that's really, really cool.
Thanks for the raid.
Appreciate that.
Somebody put that dagger is 100% evil.
Oh, stop.
I mean, evil is subjective.
Sure. I mean,
Tried to warn him. Just, couldn't.
Look.
Well, you said I would talk to somebody.
Who are you talking to?
Thanks everyone for showing. Thank you players for playing. This was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves.
Every Sunday.
Yeah, sorry y'all missed the battle.
Or Brad, go ahead and introduce this whole thing now that everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
My name is Bradley. I'm the dungeon master for D&D tonight. With me are my awesome players. All their social media is available, like right here, if you can see it. There it is. We host every Sunday at 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. PST. We're currently going through the World Ahead series, which we stream live and then put on YouTube for you guys' ability to watch it later. We are working out of the Exandria Explorer's Guide to Exandria book in this particular series. But gosh, level 7. I don't even know what to say. I'm kind of put on the spot here. It's amazing that everyone showed up. I'm super thrilled about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you say we're level 7 now?
Yes, you guys know.
Oh, what?
You like slipped it. Like
Oh.
You didn't hear, then it's
You guys are welcome to increase your level to 7.
Yeah.
And we will be rejoining back on 4 p.m. next Sunday if you want to watch for more curse daggers, for more portals coming out of people's stomachs, for more draging, and for more sacred flames that don't hit. I really tried to think of what one could have been. Thank you all for watching. We're gonna come off now. That's crazy.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. Wow. Now I have to remember how to end the show. Sorry, go ahead.
Say goodbye.
You want to like
Say
kind of
goodbye.
introduce-ish? No, so... or do it next time.
No, do it real quick. If anyone wants to plug anything, go for it.
Yeah, I'll go. Hi, everybody. I'm Jordan. I'm not always Scottish, but I am when I'm Gwenora. And yeah, no, I'm also a Twitch streamer as well. I stream variety games over at the Twitch handle that's been chatting with you if you want to hang out with me there too.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Dino. I do some streaming, not on my own channel, but I work with a channel called Perception Studio that also does D&D with puppets. They're known for Perception Check. I host a talk show Thursday mornings at 9 with puppets and special guests, and then we also do live cold reads of plays on Friday nights at 7:30. Where the audience gets to donate money and mess with us by giving us like accents and impressions and stuff to do and make us sing. It's really fun. So check out Perception Studio also on Twitch. They're fantastic.
Mr. Lumen?
My name is Lumen. I am playing the character known as Dust. He is a Furbolg, Graviturgy wizard.
Graviturgy wizard, yeah.
As far as my actual life, I am an esports fanatic, so I own an esports company and kind of do that on the side. D&D is something super fun. I love it. It's amazing. That's why we're here. I'm glad that you guys joined us. Sorry that it was as we finished.
Oh no, they've been here for a while. I think since
Oh.
a little bit after combat.
Oh,
cool.
All right.
Hi, I'm Caroline. I play Imogen, the half-elf barbarian. I don't have any other streams or anything really going on, so.
But she is
So
an
sorry.
amazing singer. So if you need someone
I
to sing
did
something,
sing a little bit of "Kissed by a Rose" today.
it was lovely.
Really showed off my vocal talents. If you want to rewind and hear that, it's not worth it. Yeah.
We'll clip it.
So come back next week. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Now we gotta see who we want to raid.
Oh yeah. Bye. Stick around for rating.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining us.
who are we gonna raid?